Good morning. Monday morning, and we get to do our Monday Live. And this is when I collaborate with Judy Anderson from the United States. And this month, or for the beginning part of the month, what we're doing is we're showcasing and showing you different things that are retiring from the J2J mini catalog. It's kind of funny because I had a stamp set. I had really good intentions of using this stamp set, but time kind of got away from me and I didn't use it. But just this last weekend, I used this stamp set, and it's so cute, and it's perfect for my granddaughters. On the morning Facebook Live that I do for Judy's Facebook page, I had shown a card that I'd done for my granddaughter's birthday, and her favorite colors, good morning, Rose, her favorite colors are pink and purple. And I always like to send a card to my oldest granddaughter, Eve, and her colors are green. Now, this one I'm struggling a little bit more with is because the pink and purple is easy to coordinate colors with, but the green, when I went and I asked her mom, I said, well, what kind of a green? Because her mom doesn't know the Stampin' Up colors. If she had said, well, it's this color, or it's like shaded spruce, or it's just jade, or something like that, I could work with it. But I wasn't sure which green. Does she like yellow greens? Does she like the blue greens? I'm not sure. So anyways, I decided that I'm going to use Just Jade and Evening Evergreen for this particular card. And the stamp set that I'm using is Hey Girlfriend. Now, this is such a cute one for if you've got young teenagers that you know of or anything like that. But we're going to be doing some coloring with it. Good morning, Peggy. So let me flip the camera around and we're going to get started on this particular card. Hello, Elaine. Are you in Cranbrook now? Did you get moved to Cranbrook? Been kind of watching all the fanatics and everything else that's going, so I'm wondering if you are down in Cranbrook or not. So anyways, this is the card or the stamp set. Like I say, I didn't use this stamp set until this weekend. I used it in a training course that I was in, and we had a color challenge, and I went, oh, what perfect time to use it. And then this morning I used one in pink and purple. And so now today what we're going to do is, oh, you're not gone yet. Okay, well, let me know when you're going. Anyways, so now I'm going to use this particular one and we will see what happens. Hello, Janet from Ontario. So we'll see. Hopefully that's going to work okay with these particular colors that she wants. If not, well, I don't know what to say. All right. So I do have a piece of thick whisper white or basic white. I'll never get over that. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we want to fold into the mountain, and then let's just bring in our bone folder and get a really good crease on there. Now, I know a lot of you, this might not be something that really takes your fancy, but you just never know. I know myself what I'm going to do with this stamp set is I'm going to send the card to Kira, and I'll show you that card after I finish doing this. And then I'm also going to send a card to Eve, and I'm always going to be this always be yourself card. And then I'm going to send the stamp set, and they can play with the stamp set themselves. Okay, so what I did was I went and I embossed this with this, it's polka dots and checks embossing folder, and it's one of the mini ones that can fit in your mini cut and emboss thing. So I only put it off to the one side. I could have lined it up and continued on with the embossing, but I'm fine with this because I'm actually going to I'm going to cover up part of it so you're not even going to really notice this particular one. So I'm actually going to put it off to this side here. So I'm going to come in with my liquid glue, and I'm going, because it is embossed, and we're just going to use that. And I'm going to put it off to this side. This one's going to have a tiny bit different of an orientation. We're doing a bit of a fold, not a fancy fold, but a bit of a fun fold. Because I think it's going to work perfectly with that. And I see there's a cutting. So let me just take that off. There we go. All right. So now what I have is I have this evening evergreen, and this is the part of the fold that what it's going to look like. It's going to come like this, and then it's going to flip up, and then that's where the images are going to be on there. So what I also want to do is I want to put a tiny bit of ribbon on here. So this is just a thing that you could do with your ribbon. Is I have some old punches. Now you can use some little tiny punches. You could do whatever. And I don't think this circle is going to be enough. So I might have to do it twice. So I'm just coming in here and I'm just going to use this punch. You could use a hand punch. And I don't think that's going to be big enough. So I'm going to just come over and I'm just going to take out a chomp of this as well. And then this ribbon, this is brand new ribbon, and this is the Just Jade and Gold ribbon. And this is the neatest ribbon. It's so nice and soft and pliable. But anyways, what I'm going to do is I am just going to bring this ribbon through here. And I'm actually going to bring it to the back of the card, into the inside of the card, which is very unusual for me, but I'm good with that. I really, it's going to be kind of on the inside there. But I'm just going to tie a bow off to the left side because I'm doing the card on that side. So I'm just coming in. I do need another finger here. Just as a tip, what you can do is you can come in with your glue dot and I'm just going to use it on about there. And that's going to act as something to hold that in place. See, then now I've got that extra finger in there. Now, one thing I always find that if you want to tie a bow, the best way to tie your bow is upside down so that it goes straight. So I'm hoping this isn't too thick of a ribbon. Oops. I'm just going to tie this bow like that. And see how it kind of is better by doing it upside down. And remember your... Now, where did my... Just let me grab my ribbon scissors. Good morning, Kathy. And we're just going to go down here. And you know what? Because it's going to come off of the card, right? Now, if I want, I could give that frayed image with this ribbon as kind of cool. Remember, like I say, Eve's colors are green. So now what I want to get out, I'm just going to stamp this image. This one kind of reminds me a little bit of Eve with her beautiful curly hair. And we're just going to stamp that one. You know, I'm going to stamp it up and then I can stamp the sentiment on here. So let's just put that about there. Good morning, Norma. And then I'm going to come in with this Always Be Yourself. Now, which one is it? Let's see. There we go. This one here. And we're having some internet problems, but I'll stop talking when I notice that it goes out. Let's just see if this is straight. Whoops. There we go. I'm just going to wipe that off and re-stamp that. You notice I'm using Memento ink because we're going to use our stamping blends. Side. Okay, so we're just going to put that down here. There we go. All right, so this is actually going to go on the front, but I'm going to do a really, really fine green color here. here and do it that way. All right, so now I'm just going to come in and I'm going to do some coloring. Now, I'm thinking I'll start with her hair. No, actually, I'm going to start with her face. I tend to like to use in our colors, I like to use our petal pink. And I'll use that with the color here. And I apologize, my dog, I guess, is wanting out. The most inopportune time is when I'm on a Facebook Live. So I'm just going in and I'm coloring with the petal pink. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to use a tiny bit of ivory on there. I could actually get away with a different skin tone on here. Let's see. And I'm actually going to use the Flirty Flamingo. I want to have just a bit of color in her cheek. And then I'm going to go back in with my petal pink. And now, like I say, I've got to decide on my dress color. So I decided that I'm going to bring in the Just Jade as well. So let's just, it's quite a dark green. So I was trying to think of a different green that I could use. And I'm wondering if I could use the soft subtle or the subtle green. Let's see how that'll work. And then if I can get that colored in. You know what, that one might be one of the better colors to use with it. I'm going to still go in with my shaded or my Just Jade to make that. Okay, so I'm just laying the color down to get some of that saturation in the paper. And then I'm going to come in with my Just Jade. Okay. I knew green wasn't going to be one of my better colors for this dress. But now this is the dark Just Jade. So I think I'll do the belt in that. I think I could even do a bit of the shading with that as well. So hopefully that's going to look. And, you know, she's got to have green shoes because everything's got to. My girls like to have things match. And I wonder where they got their shoe fetish from. Anyways, then what I want to do with her hair is I was going to use some crumb cake. So I'm just going in with, oh, this is the dark. I'm going to go in with the light crumb cake. And like I say, I apologize. Takita's going to be serenading us. And now, I kind of wanted to kind of have them like their hair is, but Eve's hair is beautiful. It's nice. It's actually quite dark. But we're going to, and then I think I'm also going to put in some soft suede in there, and that's going to give some different highlights to her hair. Let's say her hair is more on the very, very dark side. All right, and then I'm just going to go back in with the light. Like I say, we've got our I'll go in and I'll put a band. And then let's, look at all my colors here, oh my goodness. Let's see. That's not really going to show up. What color flower should we do in her? We could do a pinker flower. Let's try the Flirty Flamingo. And we can go just a little bit darker so that it shows up a little bit more with the flower in her hair. There we go. All right, and the other thing that I like to do with my, I just want to try to get some of these lids back on, is I like to actually go in and I like to highlight the image itself. So I'm going to go use my pill or my pool party. And I'm just going to go around here and just image it. Okay. Here. And like I say, I'm not sure, I just want a card to send with Eve. I think that she'd enjoy this being in her favorite green. I personally would like to do a different color on there, but it didn't look too bad. Okay, so now let me start by putting this card together. I have, like I say, I have a Just Jade matte to go on there because I just think that it's a little bit too with that dark evening evergreen. She's my dog really wants to go out. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's just put this on here. I use that liquid glue because it does give me a tiny bit of wiggle room. And let's put that on the front of the card. And I don't know what I want to put on the inside. Whoops. Let's just bring that over just a bit. We're just going to put this on here. Say, very difficult when she likes certain colors. And the green is not one that I normally would use, but it'll look okay. You wait till you see the pink and the purple one. It's amazing. I like it. All right, so let's just do this. I'm using my tear and tape just so that it stays on there, because I know that it's going to probably be opened a bit. And just take this off. And let's put that on this. And so this is coming up like so. And now I have that thing that can go on the inside of the card. Like I say, I don't know exactly. So I'm actually, I don't even think I'm going to attach that at this point. I'm going to leave it. I can go in and I could use pearls. I could use, what else could I use to embellish? I could use the faceted gems, a bit different of a look from my other cards. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the opaque, oh, but it has gold on here. I have some, you know what? I'm going to come in here and I might use these genial gems. Yeah, I think the genial gems will look quite nice on there. And I can use the green ones. The green ones will look okay on there as well. This bag, a partial bag. Let's see. All right. So, all right. Let's go. The ribbon in here as well. Let's see. Let's put one there and. You know what? I'm not sure on that. Anyways, okay. So, oh my blends, oh my goodness. So let me just, I have a couple that do not have ends on them, and that's not a good sign. So let me, and I'll show you. There is Eve's card. I might gussy that up a little bit. For what I put inside, it'll be okay. The color challenge that I had done on the weekend was green, aqua blue, pink, yellow. So there's the card I did for that one. And here's the card that I did this morning using the pink and purple. This is by far my favorite. So anyways, there you go. That's the Hey Girlfriend stamp set. So if you have any teenagers, that sort of stuff in your life, that works great. So let me just bring this camera back down. And let's talk about what's happening. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Let's see where we're going. So I hope you like that. Like I say, that's one other thing that's retiring. You have your last chance list. Some of that stuff is retired. Make sure you get it before you can't get it. I always say get it now. Don't wait till the end because you will have disappointment. Also, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to get back. The hand-pinned Stamp Camp has closed. Your Creativity Awaits has now opened up for next month, which is the July. July will be Beauty of the Sea. No, what is it? It's that beautiful tree one. That's for July. And yeah. And I'm not sure, there is an event coming up next month that I can let you know about. And I do know that something's coming up in September. Anyways, you guys, have a great day. Don't forget to tune in to Judy tomorrow at 11 o'clock. She'll be demonstrating something else that's retiring from the catalog. Also, tomorrow night, hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that there's no other meeting because I've got the card already worked out what we're going to do. And then Wednesday's our mystery challenge. Anyways, you guys, have a great day. Bye for now.